Hey Leo, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. It's lovely to have each of you. Thank you for joining me here. Leo, this is going to be your November 2023 reading. Last sign to get done. I'm sorry, it's like a day or two late, maybe 3 by the time this gets out to you all. But this will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus. Cross watcher, if that is you, welcome to the channel as well. Leo, if you can't hear me real great, turn your volume up the whole way. It's a little bit later in the evening. Normal people sleep. I don't always, so here we are. So I just want to get this done and get this out to you guys like ASAP. So, Leo, let's just get to it. Oh, thank you to those of you who have subscribed, commented, shared, liked the channel. Thank you so very much for your love and support. Those of you who have donated and those who have booked personal readings, thank you so very much. It is greatly appreciated. All right, guys, let's get to it. Let's just do this thing. All right, Leo, when I was just kind of channeling some of your energy, right, I heard the words conviction, tails above the rest. Interesting, right? And then there was something else that came in. What was it? I need to start writing this stuff down. It comes in, and then if I don't spit it out right away, sometimes it evades me. So, all right, let's take a look, Leo. Let's see what those few messages from Spirit meant for you, and we'll go from there, okay? All right, Leo, what's going on for consistency? You know what? It's been interesting. The last two readings, well, the last reading, Capricorns, that I did, and now yours. This deck is a Oracle deck that I have. I always keep those cards in the upright. Somehow, some way, not sure, they're coming out in the reverse position, even though they're not flipping out. So I'm going to take them as they are. We're going to roll with it and see what comes up in the energy. All right. So for Leo, for the month of November, please, Spirit, what does Leo need to know, please? Consistency and magnetism. You guys are retracting your energy, first and foremost, in discernment. You may be going back and forth in a situation right now, Leo, where you're not real sure what it is that you're even being drawn to. Spirit is saying there is a need for conviction, and I think that conviction has to do with your choices. What it is, it's like you're not, either you're not making a full-fledged effort into something or somebody else is not, okay? And that may be causing some illusionary kind of energy surrounding a particular situation. Leo, your energy is all over this with the sun. But I feel like you're kind of going back and forth with, does this situation or whatever it is for you, it seems to make you feel good, and then it doesn't. And then it's like, it's about how you are viewing something, the way it makes you feel. There seems to be an illumination on you and your energy and your power and control in a situation. You know, if it doesn't make you feel great, why are you investing in it? And I would not be the least bit surprised to see the devil come out in this reading, the way this is going kind of back and forth. So, you may need, and it tails above the rest, I don't know why, I heard from Spirit, you may need to ground your energy right now. You could be in a little bit of a flighty energy. Other people may seem or appear to be grounded or more concise in their energy. But I feel like, well, Spirit is saying, you're wanting someone to have your back. Like, you're wanting somebody or something to pledge something to you. And I think that sometimes the idea of somebody coming in consistently for that might be kind of scaring you off, because it's almost like you're questioning your own ability to shine. You're questioning your own ability to be reliant, if you're going to be able to sustain something for the long haul. 444 on the timer there. And it's like you're going to have to find the conviction within you. I feel like you keep causing delays someone around you could be causing delays. And I think that there's a fear attached to this, that you're going to repeat a pattern with something, or could be someone, right? So there is, and Leo, I don't think you are, though. You know, for some of you, maybe, but I think the majority of you, I just don't think that you're going to repeat something, because you've gained a lot of strength through particular situations. And I think that you're going to be able to kind of like feel your way through this, whatever this is. So where there's this fear kind of popping up, and I just heard remembering the time that. So you could be reminiscing, not saying that maybe a job, a person, you know, whatever, may not have red flags, yellow flags, whatever, yellow, attached to them. But I think it's just, again, I'm getting devil energy, a fear around something that you think you're seeing that you're not. Like, I'm not trying to gaslight you, right? Like, but I don't think it's as heavy or as repetitive as you think there is. Like, you may be trying to pick up somebody's patterns or routines, or trying to figure out the way something works, and then kind of like drawing your own conclusion to how this is going to work out. Okay, I hope that makes sense for you guys. All right, let's dive in deeper, Leo, and see what's happening. 10 of Wands. The consistency, the struggle to hold the consistency with that 10 of Wands, its burdens. What's interesting about this is I feel like you just stopped. Like, this isn't just he's pushing through, trying to get his way to town kind of vibe, and shit's heavy. This is, I'm just going to stop here, and cover up and kind of hunker down and hope that this is not what it seems. Again, I feel like the burden here is self-imposed more than anything, okay? What is this for Leo? The Hierophant. Spirit is saying it's requiring compromise of a situation to be able to learn how to work together. The Hierophant there, you know, I read the cards sometimes, right? But in definitely more intuitive sense. And it's like with that Hierophant, I'm getting this pause, like, hold on a minute. And it's like, you're going to have to learn how to work with something or someone in a different way, where you feel like your load is lessened, right? But it's also about the lesson in itself, right? That Hierophant is a higher spiritual calling, a higher spiritual knowledge. It is traditions. It can be marriage. For some of you, Spirit just brought to my attention, you may feel like you're having a hard time making a marriage or a commitment work, Leo, if you're in one already, where it's like you may feel like you're the breadwinner. You may come in and provide the stability. Someone else could come in and be very emotionally supportive, but it's like you may be getting tired from all the work that needs to be done or has to be done. And for some of you, I think you're working together fairly well, but at the same time, if I can get this card, it feels too fast-paced for you. It feels like it's moving, something is moving too quickly, and that's causing a little bit of a withdrawal in your energy, some fear, some burdens, some views on things could be being pushed right now that you're not comfortable with. And it's like where you thought you were hitting an ending of a cycle, coming back down to that 5 is like, shit, I'm right back where I started from. So let's see, Leo, what else for Leo in the present energy? I'm going to take this one, take a look at these. The Magician and the 5 of Swords, the Chariot. There's still an energy of stillness. Like, I think you might be at least assessing with this Chariot how to progress forward. But I still get the feeling like there's it's almost like you're suspicious of something. It is. It's like you're suspicious. Yeah, Three of Swords. Suspicious of something, and again, it's almost like this, like you're waiting. The King of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Page of Swords. Like again, like I want to move forward. I want to move past this heartbreak, but I feel like you think you're moving into heartbreak and pain and disappointment here. The interesting thing about this Three of Swords is when I see that, this particular card, you know, signifies hurt, pain, betrayal, loss, our sorrows, all of those things. But to me, I'm getting that Eight of Swords vibe of that self-imposed restriction that I talked about a little bit ago. It's like, I'm going to stab myself before you get a chance to stab me, right? It's almost like self-sabotaging kind of energy. And it's like you're waiting for an incoming communication of somebody to, Spirit saying break something off with you, or separate themselves. So you could be worried about a job situation, a relationship. For some of you, this could pertain to friends as well. The community support around you, or stepping, like the need to step away from something as well. So let's see, future energy for Leo, please. Future energy for Leo. That Nine of Swords comes out in the Three of Cups. I said just about like a community kind of thing. That Three of Cups, I mean, granted, it's celebratory energy, but I think there's concerns about, again, it's like if somebody had your back, like you want someone to have your back. I don't think you're trusting of a particular situation. And I'm going to be straight with you, Leo, like in time, that Time card coming out, like time is going to show you what is going to work for you in the long run. And I think that you're kind of, be honest with you, jumping to conclusions about a particular situation that is causing you some anxiety. Like you want things to work out. You want things to be, you know, say it, fair and balanced, right? Like you want to have fun and enjoy this. You might want to, you know, you might want to dive into things with something or somebody, but it's kind of like you may feel like the third wheel in some situations. You know, I'm just going to use this as an example, right? So masculines, you know, start seeing this girl or whatever, and you know, feminine energy, however, you know, and you know, it's Friday night and she wants to go out with her girlfriends, but she wants you to come along too, and all the girls are sitting there and laughing and having a good time, and you're just like, yeah, I really want to know about you, but you and all your friends are kind of like doing your thing. So you just kind of sit there like, yeah, okay, sure, yeah, it's hilarious, ha ha ha. Who's Becky? You know, it's like that. For others of you, I will say too, and this is what I'm picking up, you know, apply it where it fits though. Feminine energy, there could be some cattiness going on. You may not feel like you can trust a friend, or Spirit just said superior. So an authority figure, maybe again, this is a boss at work or somebody you're dealing with. Spirit just said direct court system. You could be dealing with Libra's energies coming through. Again, so it's like you could just be really feeling like something is off. But again, it's like even if you don't see the positive in this, Leo, it's like you're gonna like cut your own self off, do your own harm, so nobody else has control over what it is that you're dealing with. Like if I'm gonna go through this, I'm just gonna do it to myself, and then I know what to expect. So masculines, you could be dealing with two feminine energies as well. You could maybe have your pick between something, the road ahead, you know, somebody's gonna get hurt, something's gonna happen here in regards to this situation. Somebody is definitely looking to you, in at least in the past energy. They may be feeling burdened by situations, third-party situations. For some of you, if this is a marriage, I'm going to be straight with you, and there's a lot of different messages coming through, Leo, so I feel like this is going to apply to a little bit of all of you, or a little bit of it is going to apply to all of you is what I meant. It's late. I haven't, yeah, it's been a long day. Anyhow, I feel like for some of you, this is somebody trying to make a commitment work that hasn't worked in a very long time. And it's like there's this massive need to talk about it. Somebody else could be taking a time out. Somebody wants to reconcile. Somebody doesn't. It's like, I don't think either side really knows where this situation, partnership, relationship is going. The Empress. Somebody has really changed their focus. And again, two separate energies, the Queen of Wands and the Empress. You could be dealing with two separate people or two separate situations. I don't get the feeling though, I mean, in a way I get the idea of juggling situations, but at the same time, it's also like, you could, for some of you, you could just be seeing this Queen of Wands stepping into that Empress kind of energy. It's, you know, pre-Empress kind of stuff, being that Queen. And it's, they're seeing you in a different light. It's almost like there's somebody just may not feel worthy, Leo, and I feel like that somebody, unfortunately, is you. Like, it's like, I am not quite there. And this could be a hit to the confidence. So you could be dealing with somebody, when we talk about, you know, I think it's this deck. Yeah, this deck here has the, like, religious factors are making are causing issues basically in your love life. It doesn't have to be your love life, right? We have this conversation all the time. But there could be just simple things. It's like the diversity of the situation. You might be spiritual, they might be Catholic. You know, truth be told, like in today's society, still, unfortunately, it's a thing. You could be white, they could be black. You know, they could be from a different culture and descent, and so are you. So it's like, Spirit is saying predominant family too. So this could just be like, well, I don't match up to who they are or where they're from or how they're viewed, and thus this is creating this conflict. Like, I am this person, but I want to be that person because I want to feel worthy of them. And I know the storyline is like changing, but these are the messages that are coming in, so bear with me. But it's not about what everything else that's going on around you, right? It's about how you feel about the situation, how you feel about a person. It doesn't matter what the perception of other people are in regards to this. Like, it just feels like there's something outside of this particular situation that is making you feel just not worthy. You know, again, less than human. I say it all the time, right? That's really the feeling. Like, when we get to that space where we don't feel like we're adequate enough for a particular situation, we do come into a space that we feel I can't talk anymore today. Oh my God. We do feel less than human. We feel like we are not worthy and deserving of a particular situation. And it's, again, this idea of, you know, this idea of, I'm going to do myself in on the situation before someone else gets the opportunity to do it. I talked about that Libra energy on the bottom. Told you guys, you can't make this shit up. The Devil, I said I would not be surprised if we seen the Devil pop out. There it is. And there's that Justice card I was talking about, Libra, right? There it is. I will say you could be dealing with a Taurus, a Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Libra energy, heavy on the Libra and the Taurus, Sag, Aries, Spirit saying Pisces, Leo, there you are as well, Virgo energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So you ultimately, Capricorn and Libra, you could ultimately be dealing with any sign, right? Or you could have these placements in your chart. Heavy, the reiterate, heavy on the Libra and Taurus. Okay, so, and check the moon placement. Spirit is also stating as well. So be mindful of that. Sun and moon positions. Okay. But regardless, I almost feel like there's a buildup, Leo, of something from the past that still hasn't completely healed, and it could have been deceptive energy that you've dealt with in the past. This Nine of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is a Ten of Swords, right? Again, I'm gonna do myself in on this before someone else gets to emotionally do this to me. Like they go off. But I feel like that whenever you're alone, like maybe if you're in a work situation, right? Your good friend Clyde at work, right? Like when it's just you and him, you're solid, right? Like you feel like king of the world, and they're amazing, and they make you feel like you're competent and you're doing a fantastic job. But then you insert, you know, Sally and Joanne, and then all of a sudden, you know, maybe they've got a little bit more of an arrogant kind of attitude. They're a little more over the top, and you begin to feel less than again. Like, oh, I can't compete with these people. Like, look at them. Their personalities outshine mine. It's kind of like that kind of vibe, okay? If this is a marriage situation, I will say, if not everybody, right? Like, not every Leo's got a partner who's doing some stupid shit. They, you know, they could be this flip-flop in energies of like seeing two different people come to the forefront. And I'm going to say, honestly, if that's the situation here, they're not going to end up with you or that other option, because there's somebody else in the long run. And it's clear-cut emotional understanding as to what the hell's going on. Like, it's a very odd, I mean, you've got the Queen of Wands, the Empress, and the Queen of Cups. They're standing out to me as three separate people. You've got the Three of Cups here as well, right? So there's something, there's some kind of quadriline would, I don't know, what am I trying to say? You say like a triangulation, like a quadangulation, I don't know, right? I'm just making up some shit, some words now. But there's multiple parties in this involved that are creating this. It's almost like there's moving parts, Leo, to every part of your life. Like they're showing me the wheel, like every part of the wheel is turning right now, and you may feel like you're kind of like in the middle, like on a merry-go-round, and just spinning, watching all these various parts of your world kind of happen. And I'm going to tell you, Leo, with you, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio right now, with this, I think it's Jupiter that's going, shit, Jupiter conjunct, I can't remember now, honest to God. I know what it's about though. It's late, my brain is fried for the day. But this is, you know, those four signs, we're going to be impacted the heaviest right now, because things are clearing out of our world. I mean, all the signs are dealing with some clearing, because we're moving into the Aries and Libra North and South node. Check your South node too to see if Libra's in it, or even obviously Aries and Libra. But it's like all of these things are happening at once around you. It's clearing. Everybody's gone through something to this effect. But I feel, Leo, like you're being hit pretty hard with all these majors too. You've got the Empress, the Chariot, the Hangman, the Hierophant, the Justice, the Capricorn, the Devil. You've got all this energy flowing around you right now, and it seems to be like massive moving pieces that take you in from a greater understanding of how hard you've worked to get to where you are, feeling like you are in power, making that forward strides, and then seeing the potential of the pain that sits behind a situation. If it doesn't work out, Nine and Ace of Swords, there is clarity and truth coming in here about an emotional connection, emotional fulfillment, that something is being nurtured or trying to be nurtured. But you may feel like this investment of where the nurturing is going is off. I hope that somewhere in all of this, because there's a lot going on here, something is making sense for you, okay? You know, put in the comments as you see fit, but I would love to know who the hell all is dealing with all of these little parts that equal like a big part, right? It's like all these little traumas happening and turning into PTSD, one big trauma. All right, 10 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Spirit, what is this for Leo? The 7 of Wands. You could have, Leo, there's a need. I say you could have cut somebody off, and I flipped the deck, and there you are, and there's the Death card, that of Scorpio. 7 of Wands, but it's also emitting boundaries, or trying to emit boundaries, and somebody could be trying to force your hand when it comes to these boundaries, trying to see through. You could be trying to see through somebody kind of laying this heaviness on you at this time. There is a need to be flexible right now, but I feel like there's a need to be flexible because you're being too still. There we go. I'll get it out of my mouth one way or another. The Hierophant Spirit, what is this for Leo? 6 of Cups. Yes, Leo, you're still growing. Like 10 of Wands again. Some of you could be struggling with the changes in adulthood as well. That's a weird message that I typically wouldn't get from these cards. But again, you think about the 6 of Cups, and when it comes to our childhood, like we are growing up, we are evolving, we need to evolve. You see that King of Pentacles and the Hierophant, those in the tarot are superior energies, right? Them, the Emperor. And again, it's like you may not feel like you've matured enough, or someone else could be saying to you, you haven't matured enough to handle a particular situation with me. You're not, and I look back at this Queen of Wands, I said, it's like the Queen of Wands, you've got the Queen of Wands here as a choice, and the Empress is a choice. And it's like that King of Wands, or the King of Pentacles is looking at the Queen of Wands. He may not be seeing her, genders applied how it fits, as she has matured enough for him. He wants an Empress, right? Like, so it's like, again, there could be something around this situation that is not allowing you to feel up to your fullest potential, and you could be having a lot of self-doubt, a lot of worry around this. It's like, how does this ever move forward? How could we ever move forward? Because it feels so damn heavy with this 10 of Wands. It's bearing the burden, right? It's like, I'd rather just get up and leave than to ever deal with this feeling again. And I say that the Knight of Swords, he's taken off, right? He's taken off, he's getting out of Dodge. That Chariot is, do I make that movement with this Empress? Do I dare make a concerted effort to this? And it's like, no, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to run the opposite direction. He's going the opposite direction of the Chariot. It's kind of like tucking your tail, moving into that 4 of Cups with this 3 of Swords, and the Hangman is, I'm going to sit it out even if it hurts. I'm going to sit this one out. I don't see how this could ever live up to a full potential. I don't know that I can live up to a full potential. Can I be this 9 of Pentacles? Is it possible that I could step into this power and balance this out? And then behind that, we've got the 3 of Swords again. There's a need to heal some kind of past hurt or past betrayal from a situation that is still, popping back up to the surface. There's things that need to be rectified. And I'm going to say it doesn't have to do with them as much as it has to do with you. And then once you kind of go back in and you can kind of hermit it up and figure those things out, then it's like safe to come back out and play. So you can get to your 10 of Cups. Okay? Leo, I feel like you're like the wounded child right now. The wounded child who is not seeing your own worth, your own value, your own tenacity, Spirit is saying, for where you are in this moment. Ace of Swords and the 9 of Swords, Spirit, for the future for Leo, please. Be that confident lion, right? Like, be confident in the direction you're going. Leo, whatever this is, if you don't get yourself out of this space, 3 of Cups again, the Strength card, 2 of Swords. I think that you do have people around you that want to celebrate you. You could have met somebody around your birthday, okay? So Leo, let's see. Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. So yeah, like 3 months ago, 3 to 6 months ago though too. 6 months is coming up as well. This could also go back. Something could have happened 6 months ago where you're kind of like, this is where that hurt is coming from as well. Like this could be, it feels like something from childhood. There could have been something at the Taurus new moon that triggered this. You've kind of moved forward, and then here it comes again. Anything that's continuing to show itself again and again is something that needs to be healed, right? Like we know this. But I do think that you do have some supportive energies around you. It's like somebody wants to play, somebody wants to celebrate, and you're just like, I don't see the victory in this. I don't see how this works. it's very interesting because you have a lot of water energy around you too, is what's coming up. There's a good, geez, there's that damn 10 of Wands again, guys. There's some kind of free-flowing energy, Leo. Like, I see you guys, you get down on yourselves really bad. You know, it seems to be the common theme with you all as to what I pick up. Is like feeling like, oh, and some days you're stepping into your stuff, and other days it's like, I'm just going to bow out, and hopefully nobody sees me while I do this. Hopefully nobody will miss me, right? 3 of Cups. 5 of Wands. Queen of Wands again. You know, there's the Lovers, the High Priestess, the Queen of Wands. The Ace of Cups behind that, the 5 of Cups. You need to trust your gut, Leo. And not the gut that screams, run, run for the hills. Be fearful of this. Like, the only thing you're obsessing over is how you are gonna make this fair. How you are gonna make something particularly balanced, and you're not listening to your intuition. Pick a direction, stand in the conviction. Stand in the strength of what it is you know that you're capable of, because this here is like, I don't know if I can. The 3131 on the clock, 4-4, foundation, security, stability, all that good stuff, home, celebration. But again, you're going 4 and 5 of Wands, 9 of Wands, wounded warrior. Been here, done this before. Again, Leo, I don't think this is the same situation as it was before. Spirit just said to those of you in the marriage situation where maybe, you know, your partner or something to that effect is affecting your ability to be confident because maybe they think you should be something other than what you are. Spirit is saying you're beautiful the way you are. How sweet. That was so sweet, Spirit. Thank you. You're beautiful the way you are. Like, if somebody else doesn't see your value, doesn't see the way you shine, if they don't think that you're good enough, why the hell why engage in that to begin with? 32 on the timer a second ago. 5-5, right? Changes. You've got to change the way you're viewing this. It's not that you're not capable. It's not that you're less than. It's not that you're not worthy. It's not that you're not deserving. It's not that you aren't just fine the way you are, because you are. And I think deep down in Leo, whatever this is, like, you know this. This is like Leo had a bad day and Leo's going home to lick his wounds. You know, it's really that kind of energy. So, you know, don't get down on yourself if you're just feeling like you are inadequate. Don't let somebody else tell you that you're inadequate. If they're not at your vibrational level, get up and walk away. And because the sooner you make space on your plate, that next best thing is going to come in. The next person is going to come in and love you and have your back and be there for you. Like, you're not going to repeat this, but, you know, the majority of you, I don't think you will. But there's still a fear attached to this, that this is going to repeat somehow. The advice. What do you feel, Leo? You cannot compare apples to oranges. Look at this. Like, go where your energy is reciprocated. Go where it feels good. How does it feel to you? Do you feel, there's the 9, I'm thinking 9 of Pentacles, right? Do you feel abundant? Do you feel beautiful? Do you feel lavish? Is your makeup on point? Is your hair cut accordingly? Like, how do you feel about you? And if anywhere in your fiber of your being says, well, you're a pretty nice person, you know, low key, like, even if that's all you get from you, is you can't compare you to other people, and you can't, you know, you can't not see the beauty that lays within you. You know that it exists. Utilize it. And if other people don't see that, that's not your problem. They're not worthy of that. Like, I'm not so-and-so. And if this is what I'm going to say too, Spirit just came back in. If somebody is coming to you and saying, maybe you're a new boss in a situation. Well, when, Sandy was here, this is the way Sandy did it, so this is the way we need to do it. Well, don't be afraid, Leo, to go, no offense to Sandy, because I don't know Sandy, but Sandy's not here. We ain't doing it Sandy's way. We're doing it my way, right? Like, don't be afraid to reinvent the wheel. And I talked about that wheel earlier. If you're feeling like you're on it and you're just spinning and spinning and spinning, make it yourself. And if it means dropping some people off along the way so that you can reinvent the wheel with the people that are going to be in your vibrational energy, grab those suckers up. Let those other ones go and grab up the new ones. Okay? There's a lot of reiterating numbers. 4, 5, 7, and 8 I just seen. So, take a look at those numbers. I'm going to say take a look at those numbers individually. One of those could also be a life path number for you as well for some reason. All right, Leo. Be the lion. Don't be the lamb. Don't get eaten up by that lion. Be the lion. I am tired. I'm done. Like, I didn't think I'd be sleepy by now. But you cannot do not compare yourself to somebody else or another situation. And sure as shit, don't let somebody else do that to you. If they think that they can do better, let them go. But make sure that idea of them thinking they can do better is not a self-imposed thought process that you're having. Because you could end up blowing up something good. Because I do see the 3 of Cups and the Queen of Wands here, right? Like, that's good stuff. That's coming together, that's celebrating, it's emotional, it's fun, it flows. But Spirit is also saying with this conflict surrounding this situation, again, if you're going out with your girlfriend and all her friends are there, like, are you fighting for that attention? Are you fighting to be seen? Are you fighting to be heard? Because that's really how it feels. Okay? All right, Leo, if you found this video resonated, like the video, please, and thank you. Feel free to leave comments as to how this fits into your world. I'm always curious. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and if you guys are interested in personal readings, that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. I am going the hell to bed. All right, Leo, take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Sending all my love. Bye.